Without revealing your age, what video game did you play the most? Red Alert. Commander Keen. Dude, just reading that name brings back memories. Yoshi's Island. I beat every level at 100% while recovering from a surgery. Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy. That goddamn wah 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 wah. Tetris. I still have my Tetris on my original Game Boy. I used to play every night as a kid and not go to bed till I cleared a minimum of 100 lines. I play now on my kids' Switch and they can't believe how good I am at it. Lol. Did you ever read about the woman who would casually play it on Game Boy on road trips? Her husband was a reporter and was doing a story on people trying to set old school gaming records and discovered his wife's usual is about 1.5x the world record. I didn't read that, but in college I dated a guy who was extremely confident in his Tetris prowess, often bragging about people he'd beat her while completely wasted. It took a few years for us to head, but let me tell you, I was better. To have the confidence of that man. Watching a friend of mine play Dr. Mario is like watching Jordan play basketball in the 90%. She has to be in the 0.1% of players. When she plays, she starts at level 20 and goes on from there. In college, her roommate would bring guys back and her roommate would tell them she would sleep with them if they could beat her at Drive Mario. None ever did. My guess is you're between 15 and 60 tongue. Super Mario 64. Yes. And Banjo-Kazooie. These two in DK64 were basically my childhood. Lemmings. You're all 30. Weird name for a video game. That game sucks. All you do is go through life with failed relationships, depression, and debt. I personally don't recommend it. Duck Hunt. Did you know on the NES if a second player joins they can play as the ducks? I learned this from Reddit, now I need to find a NES to try it on. Be forewarned though, the zapper won't register a flat-screen television for the purposes of hitting the fucks. You'll need to get a CRT as well, unfortunately edit, ducks, but also fucks. I'm guessing fucks is a typo. But it's funny how it still totally works. I can hear that damn dog taunting, laughing. Snake Game on Nokia. Space Impact on Nokia. Bounce on Nokia. Diablo 2. I also waited for a while for it to come out. I played Diablo 2 with my mom when I was in kindergarten. She later told me that she only played it because it was so cute how I cheered for her and without me she would always get lost in the dungeons. Crash Bandicoot. Center for me. We played that game constantly with the 4-player adapter. Bowling Bombs for life. I loved all the Crash games on PS1, but man, Crash Bash is a hidden gem I think. I never see it get any love, but I would kill to see a remaster of it with some added features. Ultima Online. Doom and Duke Nukem. Doom 2 more for me, but by God it felt bad to have to scroll this far. Age of Empires 2. That's a trick answer. You could still be anywhere between 12 and 42 years old. 45 here smile. StarCraft Brood War. Toss up between this and Diablo 2 for me. You must construct additional pylons. Baldur's Gate. Butt kicking for goodness. Where Minsk goes, evil stands ASIDE. Super Mario Bros. 3. It's still my favorite game of all time. I sold my copy of SMB3 to a mail-in game reseller for a new game. My mom hadn't finished the game yet and it was a game we played together. She was mad. She is gone now and this is one of my biggest regrets. I was a stupid, thoughtless kid. Edit, thanks for the comments, guys. Some made me laugh, some made me cry. All were encouraging. I bet if your mom knew this was weighing on you, she'd want you to let go and remember all the other things you did together. We all make mistakes like that. Don't let it weigh on you. Yeah, kids do not have a highly developed sense of empathy. I think life has to knock you down pretty hard and you realize this sucks and I wouldn't want someone else to feel like this. So your mom was pissed in the moment. But I can also say now that I have kids, more than likely, your mom would look back at it and laugh. Why? Because she would see that you have grown past that sort of behavior. Not everybody does. And when you see that your adult child is not grown, that is truly painful. It hits home and you start thinking, I must have been a bad parent. I raised a selfish jerk. You are all good. But if you want to make it right, maybe do something for somebody in honor of your mother, preferably without the beneficiary knowing who did it. Unleash some good in the world. Quietly. As a father now who did similarly stupid and thoughtless things as a kid, it's such a small annoyance that you likely feel way out of proportion to how she felt. She would likely feel bad knowing her being mad so deeply affected you. Parents and children are such a give and take of mistakes, care, and learning together. Don't feel bad. She raised a thoughtful child. It's funny because even now when I play it, my muscle memory kicks in and I remember exactly the locations of the warp whistles and other hidden things. It's still so much fun. Heroes of Might and Magic 3 edit. Wow, I didn't know so many people played/still plays this game. Thank you for all the love on this comment. I haven't played Home 3 in years and this makes me want to play again. Ah, yes. The old I'll just find another obelisk and wait, why is it morning? Atari Space Invaders. Now get off my lawn. Harvest Moon. Pitfall. It was the coolest video game ever made up to that point. Edit, hello fellow Pitfallers. I bought Pitfall when it came out in 1982, and 15-year-old me spent countless hours trying to jump, run and swing to the other end of the jungle. Remember having to take a photograph of your high score, get the film developed, then send the paper photo in to log your high score? Frogger. I played Oregon Trail on a 3.5-inch floppy. The computer had a physical lock, it wouldn't boot up past a certain point if it was locked. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego is another popular 3.5 inches floppy game I played a lot of. Some other more obscure titles from back then I liked were Numbers Crunchers and Midnight Mystery, called something like that. Edit, I think these were on 8 inches floppies, not 3.5 inches. So much Oregon Trail and mech games on an Apple II with dual 5.25 floppy drives. It was on a cart that got wheeled from classroom to classroom, because the school only had one per grade. GoldenEye 007 on N64. Beating GoldenEye on 007 mode was one of my proudest video games achievements. Edit, 00 Agent mode was the hardest level, not 007. 007 was unlocked after beating 00 Agent. That game is maddeningly difficult in 007 mode. I beat it too, but it almost beat me. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yes, the original where you could blow your rides up or make a roller coaster just end and send the guests flying and falling to their death. And hiring enough workers to keep up with the vomit. But I was an adult playing it, my kids played it too. Or let people in, then delete the entrance and exits. Mwahaha. Free drinks, $20 bathrooms. I probably started playing RCT when I was 3 to 5. For the next few years, I would make rides that were free but the exit doesn't loop back to anywhere, so the guests got stuck in another miserable area of the park every time they decide to get on a ride. I personally really enjoyed turning part of the park into water and putting a bridge on it, using the no entry signs so no one could turn around, deleting the ends of the bridges and trapping them over the water. Then when my park rating got too low because they all wanted to go home, I'd delete the whole path and watch hundreds drown at once. Don't ask me how it's going these days. Wow, I never thought of that. Genius. Found Bezos. I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. And you could change the guests' names to certain things and watch them go around and do stuff like take pictures, wave, etc. And you could click on the ducks to make them quack. I can still hear the merry-go-round music. Ha ha ha, the stock laughter will stay with me forever. Edit. Well, now I've got to include a link, right? I played that game so fucking much that I have the sequence of crowd sounds memorized. The fact that they use the screams from the roller coasters in a lot of movies really pulls me out of the immersion. I'm sorry I've just ruined movie sound design for you. Coaster Scream.wave, last modified December 1999. Definitely my most played computer game. SimCity 3000 was probably a close second. I recently found an original RCT CD-ROM and built a gaming PC with an optical drive just to play through all the scenarios again. Super Smash Bros. MapleStory. Surprised I had to scroll so far down for MapleStory. This game was my entire childhood. You have played MapleStory for 14 hours. We suggest you take a break from mapling. Not gonna lie, instead of scrolling down all the way here I just pressed Ctrl+F and typed in MapleStory, but I'm glad to have found my fellow Maple brethren. My guess is you're 27 and if not anywhere from 25 to 30. Finally, MapleStory. Spyro the Dragon. I recently purchased it and am replaying the trilogy. Spyro is so cute. Spyro and Crash Bandicoot were my shit when I was a kid. Little tip that may help you if you do not already know: if you push down on the stick you steer with, sparks will point to the nearest gem. I had a hard time getting to 100% without that little nugget of information. Sometimes you just can't see the green gems when they're in the grass. In the PS1 games he only does this when you defeat Ripto, so you can finish the game, and in Year of the Dragon he can do this from the beginning, but I think you had to hold down all the R and L buttons. Or was it just R3 and L3? It's been so long. I like that he can do this in all the games including 1 and the reboot, but I've played through so many times I just intuitively know where the gems are. The one level that gives me trouble is Cloud Spires in Year of the Dragon. There's a very elusive blue 5 gem. In the Augited you had to finish the Spider Town Sparks minigame. Same here. I loved those games as a kid, and I'm working my way through getting 100% completion on the remaster at the minute. Think I'm about 50% of the way through the third game. I love that Spyro and Crash are some of the top comments here. The Sims 2. I'm gonna say around late 20s, early 30s. World of Warcraft. You are 33. I have the same answer. I'm 36. WoW released right after I graduated high school. And 15 more and 5 more I have the same answer. I'm 36. WoW released right after I graduated high school. 37, same answer only because I've already had my birthday this year. What's sad though? I had 365 days / played on my Hunter before the Burning Crusade. Yes, I had 1 literal year of being logged in and playing the same character after the game had been out for 2 years. Addiction sucked. It still sucks, but it sucked back then, too. My older brother had a / played amount that was similar to yours. He had those days, hours, minutes tattooed onto an arm to remind him of how much time he had, in his mind, wasted. He took his life in 2013. He would have turned 38 this year. Fuck bipolar disorder. I'm really surprised this isn't number 1 on Reddit considering the demographic and how massive an impact it had for our generation. I was in HS when WoW was released, and it brought together my entire high school unlike anything on earth had ever done before. Counter-Strike, Source. Hell yeah, surprised I haven't seen more CSS/1.6 comments. 1.6 shaped my entire life. Started playing when I was 11. Made my own servers when I was 14. Servers needed a website, so I made one. Servers needed a static IP and some fun mods to gain a player following, so I had to learn some basic networking and how to install and configure mods. Met awesome people along the way too. I still play CS to this day, when I am almost 32, and I work in IT. Would never have happened without CS. I don't get why this is not the number 1 choice. Everyone in my friend group played 1.1, 1.3, 1.6, although we stopped when Source became the norm. We would sometimes even go to tournaments. I had like 6,000 hours of CS at that point, but have not really touched it since 2008. Double Dribble. Pokemon. Blue version. I still remember the constant rumors of the legendary green version that was only available in Japanese, and all the kids who apparently had a big brother who lets them play it. Embarrassed smiley face. Sonic. Sonic 3 plugged in on top of the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge was a big one for me. EverQuest. Same. It's not even close. Most addictive game I ever played. A friend of mine was a raid leader and would piss in pickle jars on raid days. Not to mention the sheer amount of time spent camping a mob. I probably spent more time waiting on shit than actually playing anything. LOL. Halo 2. I might have a college degree if Halo 2 never existed. I had a midterm I absolutely could not miss on release day. The class was practically empty, and missing was my buddy who skipped the test to stay up all night to play. I left the campus like a bat out of hell when I finished the test. Honestly, good job. Temptation's a bitch, but in no way should someone skip a test in college/uni for something that would be waiting for them when they got home. Dang, had to scroll way further for this than I thought I'd have to. The constant LAN parties with this game, though A-OK hand. Command and Conquer, Half-Life, Counter-Strike, Need for Speed, Porsche, Warcraft 3. Mine is Need for Speed, Porsche Unleashed. No one remembers or appreciates that game properly. I played the shit out of that thing, modded, cracked, etc., etc. The graphics were so good, then, and the Côte d'Azur track had to be the most beautiful. Thanks for listing it. Halo 3. I thought Halo 3 would be damn near the top. Halo 3 was peak console gaming. Not enough kids had consoles, so it wasn't completely shitty yet, but there were still a fuck ton of people playing. 27? Wow, good job. Yep, I am 27. Super Metroid. Still bust it out once every couple of years. Civ 1. I played a lot of Civ 1, but I think Civ 2 surpassed it in hours played and remains my most played Civ game. Loved number 3. Sims 4. Maybe Sims 3, I accidentally resetted my hour count once, so it could be more than in Sims 4. My SO was blown away by how many hours I put into Sims while somehow hardly ever playing the game. 90% of my time goes into creative mode, making Sims and building things around town. Same. The house building could be its own game and I would buy and play it. Wait, that's not what you're supposed to do? Just build your dream house, move your Sims in, realize 10 minutes later that you're bored and that you can build an even better house, and repeat? TF2 Edit, Team Fortress 2. So you're either 30 or 15. Final Fantasy VII. Yep, this is mine, too. Countless hours. Minecraft. That's legit anywhere from 8 years old to 35 lamau. You're gonna have to be more specific. I've played around 1.7, 1.8 till the infamous 1.9 update, which is still incredibly new to me. Minecraft's one of my top games at this point too, and I bought it so long ago I had to convert dollars to euros. It is the game with the most sales ever, even beating Tetris recently. Technically it did that way before then, as the sales for Tetris includes literally every game licensed under the name Tetris ever released. Same. By far. I've been playing since early 2011 and still regularly play. Same, most therapeutic game out there. Especially after playing Elden Ring. Max Payne 1. Galaga. Pokemon Gold. Silver for me. Pong, as an adult. You olden for. Or maybe just got into gaming last week, but decided to start the beginning and work his way up to Elden Ring? If you liked the video, hit that subscribe button for more content. I post every day and I'll see you next time with more stories.